We left Liverpool Marina and entered the River Mersey via a loch. The River Mersey has a 9-metre tidal range, and sometimes on a spring tide it can travel up to 7 or 8 knots. So we hoisted our sails as we were passing the famous liver birds. If anyone remembers the famous song Ferry Across the Mersey, you can see it crossing our stern now. I bought an app on my phone called Navionics. Works out quite cheap if you don't buy the HD version. As you can see here, we set a route starting from Liverpool Marina, coming up the Mersey and then turning west and heading towards North Wales. Everybody loves a selfie. As we're coming out the Mersey, we had to navigate through the sandbanks. As you can see, there's one there just astern of us. Kept my first ever night watch on my own. I was excited but scared at the same time. One of the best things about sailing through the night is the lovely sunrises in the morning. Where are the best places you've seen sunrises while sailing? About 8 o'clock in the morning, we were just off the Great Orme near Llandudno. The wind and the tides were funneling out the river that we needed to get down, so we had to turn round, do a couple of circles for a few hours, and then once the tide changed, we made our way back in. The North Wales coast is absolutely gorgeous. We followed the buoy system in towards Conwy. The way we do it over in England is a little bit different than in America. We keep the port buoy to the port side and the starboard buoy to the starboard side on the way in, and then the opposite on the way out. Arriving in Conwy on a flooding tide, we give the marina a call and they were good enough to give us a free berth for the day. We knew we could stay on our free berth in Conwy for about 6 hours due to the tide. So once we were tied alongside, a cup of tea and then off to explore Conwy. If anybody hasn't been before, Conwy is definitely a place to visit if you're in the UK. Conwy Castle was built by Edward I in the 13th century, and it was designed to watch over the walled town of Conwy, which formed a part of Edward's plan to establish a new English colony in Wales. They started construction in 1283 and it took 4 years to complete. In the English Civil War, the castle was intentionally damaged by order of the Parliament so that it could play no military role. During the Tudor period, the castle was put under a number of different uses, one of them being a jail. We didn't have time on this trip to go in the castle and have a look around, but it is definitely on my list of things to do. Running out of time so we didn't miss the tide, we quickly got back to the boat and set sail down the river and out to sea. Again, after another night watch, we were blessed with another lovely sunrise. We decided to anchor off at the mouth of the River Dee, which if we followed it up, we'd end up by Chester. While at anchor, we could see something that looked like a beached ship, so we set the drone up to investigate. At low tide, the River Dee looks more like the Sahara Desert from this footage. As we flew the drone along the river, we came to this beauty. A ship named the Duke of Lancaster. So I've done a little bit of research about the Duke of Lancaster and found out that the Shops Act of 1950 says no shops to trade on a Sunday. But this does not apply to seagoing vessels. So if you got yourself a ship, set it up as a shop you could open on a Sunday. So in August 1979, the Duke of Lancaster was beached in Moston. My mate's boat that I was lucky enough to go out on was a Claymore 30. We missed the lock at Liverpool Marina, so we decided what we were going to do. We were going to beach it, wait for the tide to go out, and we were going to have a look at the growth under the boat, where they'd been sat in the marina for about 4 years. Thanks for watching everybody, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel.